Thank you to the visionary leadership of the Greater Flagstaff Chamber of Commerce for the opportunity to present this information to help our local businesses develop and thrive. Hi folks. Okay, so in this video, we're going to examine how to write a grant proposal using Microsoft Copilot. And then we will take a quick glance at a couple other elements within Microsoft Copilot apps, just to get you a little bit familiar with what might be possible and a surprise pop-up from PowerPoint. I look forward to seeing it on the next slide. All right, folks. Well, stepping into the idea of formulating a draft grant proposal, we're going to go in with Copilot, which is a Microsoft product, and is the product itself is actually powered by ChatGPT. And so here we have the landing page for Microsoft Copilot 365. You'll see here that we have Copilot, and I can go straight there to do a chat or to interact with the large language model. But what we really want to do is open up a document and to start there and draft in that document. Also, you'll notice these other functions. You can get into PowerPoint, Excel, Forms, Designer. We'll talk about that in the different video. All of these things are now either have a significant amount of generative AI and Copilot baked into them if you buy the subscription. But right now, what we're going to do is focus just on that document piece. So I've already opened up a document here, a blank document, and when it opens, you have the Copilot subscription. You'll see here that we have several recommendation prompts, and then here, that's where the real bread and butter is made. What do you want to do in Copilot Draft? And so let's go ahead and grab the prompt that I've written and cut and paste and let Copilot know what we want it to do. And we can also attach documents. And so keep this in mind too, is that if we want to add additional information to this particular prompt, we can add not only to the prompt itself, but we can add reference content by attaching documents. So let's go ahead and generate. We're just going to go for some basics here, nothing too fancy. And you'll notice it spits out a fairly decent amount of effort in terms of our outline, because we gave it 10 points that we wanted it to cover, and it's doing a pretty nice job of covering every single point here. So right here, this is key. You want to keep it, or you can have it regenerate. Let's say you're like, yeah, good, but, and then if you want to regenerate, or if you want Copilot to change something, you can actually type that here. Right now, we're simply going to keep it, and then move back up the document here. We've got our logic model, budget, love it. Now, one simple thing we can do, this budget here, you know what, really love for that to be in a table. So let me highlight it, draft with Copilot, visualize as a table, and what it'll do is drop below that particular area a table. So we have category amount, etc., etc. Looks good. Numbers carried over. Awesome. Let's keep it. And if we want, we can delete that section or keep it. Right now, we'll just keep it in there just for training purposes. And then here we've got our program goals and objectives. Goal 1, objective 1, etc. Great. Love all of that. You know what, though? I think I want a little more detail. So let me highlight all of that. Also, I want to be able to track it. I'm becoming a big believer in OKRs, objectives and key results. So let's actually ask that to take each objective and give us key results so that we can track it. And so here we are. I put in a prompt. Notice it actually gives you additional recommended prompts. I like that addition there with the key results: measurable, specific, time bound. Gotta love a SMART goal. And so we're going to keep it there. So for each objective, 3 key results, allowing the program manager to track progress. All right, let's hit send. At this point, let's see. So each of the objectives appear to be getting a key result. All right, love all of that. Let's go up. Okay, so we got 3 goals. Let's see, objective 1, key results, secured. And we can edit this any way we want to. So once we've got these key results here, we can go, okay, what needs to be edited? What can be refined? And we've got definitely quantifiable goals and with the timelines attached. This is a pretty solid beginning here. So we'll scan down. Remember the keep it button. So let's keep it. That's great. So now not only do we have objectives, but each one of our objectives has key results following on. So this will help strengthen your potential budget proposal, grant proposal. And so each element can be highlighted, each element can be changed. Executive summary, we can go back in there and edit that, just like I said, drafting with Copilot. So now with this draft, you can do whatever you want with it. Now, fun, and so let's just take this a step further. Here in the presentation format, and you did not hear this in the presentation, but we can actually generate PowerPoints. And so with that PowerPoint, I actually went in, here's Copilot, click on that, create a presentation about, and I asked it to create a presentation based upon our ask of outlining the grant proposal. And it created a whole, let's see, how many slides do we have here? It created a whole 33 slides. All of this material, folks, is AI generated. I did nothing other than give it the prompt. It designed it, it did the graphics, it did the layout, and put the text in there. Now, as you go through this, it'll probably feel a little level 1, but the idea there moves the start line closer to the finish line. Now, one last element I'd love to put out to you folks is if you're writing a grant, hey, let's, what I like to call red team it. Let's get somebody to review the grant that you've written and evaluate it and give you an assessment. So here's a prompt that you can see is a highly experienced, meticulous grant reviewer. Please review the following grant proposal and provide detailed critique. What are the overall strengths of the grant? What are the areas for improvement? What are suggested revisions that we can pursue? And what kind of tone, okay, what kind of output are we looking for? And then we attach the grant proposal to the large language model. So this might be something you put into ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and use that to help evaluate your grant after you've done writing it here in Copilot. I really hope this helps and hopes to give you a kind of a peek and the insight of what's coming in Microsoft in terms of Copilot. And if you have questions, check out the next slide. All right, folks. Thanks for joining me in terms of writing a grant proposal using Microsoft Copilot and also catching a glimpse of what's going to be coming soon to a computer near you with Copilot in PowerPoint. Also, it's in Excel and all the others that I talked about earlier. It's definitely going to be a game changer for some of us, and I really encourage all of us to take a hard look at it, especially if you're a Microsoft business owner, Microsoft business user. If you'd like to reach out and talk more about Copilot and learn a little bit more, feel free to reach out to my email, johnggartin@gmail.com, or to scan that QR code and reach out to me on LinkedIn, drop me a message, a quick IM, and I'll definitely get back to you as I really love using LinkedIn. Have a great day, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.